Have you ever wondered why some people seem to repeat the same painful patterns in their lives again and again? Have you ever asked yourself why even when you want change, it feels like you're trapped by invisible chains that pull you back into the same mistake? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of the most profound insights from Buddhist wisdom. The saint, Bodhisattvas, fear causes a being's fear effects. At first it may sound simple, but hidden within these words is a roadmap for freedom, a way to take back control of your destiny. The essence is this: ordinary beings wait until the consequences arrive and then suffer, while the wise of the Bodhisattvas pay attention to the seeds they are planting before those consequences even appear. Our key message today is clear. You can reclaim your life by becoming aware of your causes, your choices, your seeds, before they ripen into painful results. And I promise you this: by the end of this video, you will begin to see that destiny isn't something imposed from outside. It is something you are weaving moment by moment, thought by thought, seed by seed. The trap of chasing effects. Most of us live reacting to effects. You gain weight, then you regret eating poorly. You lose a relationship, then you regret the unkind words you spoke. You face financial crisis, then you regret ignoring your spending habits. Isn't this the cycle we know too well? Beings fear effects. They fear the illness, the heartbreak, the failure. But by the time the effect arrives, the cause has already been planted. It's like watering a poisonous seed and then being shocked when the plant grows bitter. The Buddha's teaching is blunt. If you don't like the fruit, stop planting the seed. But this is easier said than done, because most of us don't see the seeds we're planting. Our habits, our thoughts, and small daily actions feel invisible, yet they accumulate quietly until they blossom into our reality. The wisdom of seeing causes. Bodhisattvas are different. They fear causes, not effects. Why? Because they know the effect is inevitable once the cause is planted. Instead of being shocked by outcomes, they focus on the moment of choice. Imagine standing at a crossroads. One path leads to bitterness, the other to compassion. The choice may feel small, whether to respond with anger or with patience, whether to cut corners or act with integrity. But in that small choice lies the seed of an entire destiny. Bodhisattvas tremble at planting harmful seeds because they know the harvest will surely come. Isn't that a radically empowering perspective, that by choosing carefully in the moment, you are literally shaping the future? Stories of seeds and fruits. Take the story of Alex, a businessman who built his empire on dishonesty. For years he enjoyed success, but the seeds of deceit were growing. Eventually a partner's left, lawsuits came. His reputation collapsed. He feared the effects, but by then it was too late. Contrast that with Maria, a teacher who chose patience with her struggling students. Day by day, she planted seeds of encouragement, kindness, and trust. Years later, those students returned as adults, thanking her for changing their lives. He did not fear the effect because she had cultivated the causes. Aren't these stories reminders that destiny is not random, that the fruits we taste today were planted long ago, and the fruits we will taste tomorrow are being planted right now? Practical steps: how to shift from effects to causes. So how can you live like a Bodhisattva, fearing causes instead of effects? First, awareness. Begin to notice your small choices. Every word, every thought, every action is a seed. Before you speak, ask, is this planting harm or kindness? Before you act, ask, is this planting clarity or confusion? Second, a pause. So often suffering comes from automatic reaction. By pausing even for a breath, you open the space to choose differently. Third, a reflection. At the end of your day, look back. What seeds did you plant? Did you scatter weeds of anger and impatience, or blossoms of compassion and wisdom? This reflection is not about guilt, it's about clarity. The power of one thought before action. The saying tells us the scale of destiny is decided one thought before action. Imagine the power in that. One thought before you shout in anger. One thought before you betray trust. One thought before you give in to disgust. In that moment you can pause, you can redirect. That single thought can transform a cycle of suffering into a path of liberation. Think of it like steering a ship. If you change direction, even slightly at the start, the destination shifts dramatically. So it is with thoughts. One shift in intention today can change the landscape of your entire future. Living with causal awareness. Living this way doesn't mean becoming fearful of every action. It means becoming mindful, intentional, awake. It means treating every choice as sacred, every word as seed, every thought as creative power. When you practice this, you'll notice something remarkable. Life feels lighter. Anxiety decreases because you no longer live in dread of unknown effects. You live with clarity in present causes. You begin to trust yourself because you know the seeds you're planting are good ones. And slowly the fruits change, or relationships blossom, or health improves, or mind calms. Not because fate smiled on you, but because you tended your garden. Isn't that the most empowering truth? Though that the soil of your life is always in your hands. Reflection before we end. So, let me ask you, what seeds are you planting today? If tomorrow's fruit depends on today's choice, are you sowing weeds or blossoms? Remember, beings fear effects because they live asleep to causes. Bodhisattvas fear causes because they live awake to the truth of how life unfolds. Which will you choose to be? Invite you to share one small cause you want to plant differently today. Maybe it's patience where you usually rush. Maybe it's honesty where you're tempted to hide. Maybe it's kindness where you might have chosen criticism. Leave your reflection in the comments below, and let's learn from each other's gardens. And don't forget to like and subscribe and support this channel so together we can keep tending seeds of wisdom, compassion, and freedom. Thank you for watching this video.
Before you leave, here's something special. In Buddhism, we believe that every encounter carries a deeper meaning. Would you like to discover your true soul connection, the one written into your destiny? Take the Soulmate Test today and unveil the hidden truths of your journey. Click the link below and begin your path now. https://soulmate. You wisdom more, come, white.